What's up guys, so I'm here with another video. So this one's a kind of weird one. One of the injector O-rings is leaking. I'll show you guys right now.
I suspect that injector right there is leaking. If I get some carb cleaner and spray it on there, the idle changes.
So as you guys saw, as I sprayed the carb cleaner on the fuel injector, the idle changed, and I feel like that's what's making the car run a little rough now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna end up taking the injectors out. I'm gonna replace all the O-rings, and then hopefully that fixes it. Alright guys, so this is where I'm at with the injector removal. So I ended up taking the intake manifold off, and here's a connector rail, and here are the actual fuel injectors. So here's a close-up of all the injectors. There's a whole bunch of carbon buildup on the caps. This is the actual injector that was leaking, that had the air leak. And as you guys can see, the cap on this one is like broken. There's like pieces missing, and the reason I ended up taking the intake manifold off instead of just taking the injectors off was because when I took off the injector rail, I saw that there's pieces missing on this one. Yeah, I didn't know if there's gonna be pieces of this cap inside the head, so I wanted to play it safe, take the intake manifold off. So I mean, you can take the injector rail off without taking off the intake manifold, but I wanted to be super sure none of these pieces went inside the head, so that's why I ended up taking the intake manifold off. So, and either way, I have gaskets for the intake manifold just in case there's a vacuum leak there. I'm gonna replace those gaskets. I'm gonna end up ordering a rebuild kit for these injectors, and I'll show you guys how to rebuild them. The kit comes with the filter that goes in here. It's a little filter. It comes with this O-ring, this bottom O-ring, and I believe it's called the pintle cap. Another thing with the intake manifold is that if you look in there, it's filled with fucking carbon and shit. So I'm gonna end up throw it in the parts washer just to see if I can get some of this like carbon buildup out and make it look real nice before I throw it back in the car. Yeah, so if you guys look next to the valve, well, there's like a whole bunch of plastic from the pintle cap on the injector. So good thing I ended up taking the intake off, because I wouldn't want any of that shit going into the engine. And then there's a couple more pieces if you go down the line, which is not good. I'm gonna end up cleaning all that shit out, and then yeah, before I put the intake back on. So yeah, I think I made a good decision taking the intake off.